If a woman is developing feelings for you, she will say these 7 things. Psychology tips. Did you know that women subconsciously give away their emotions through their words before they ever admit their feelings? You see, language isn't just about communication. It's about connection. And when a woman starts developing feelings for you, her words shift in ways that go far beyond casual conversation. Whether she realizes it or not, the way she speaks to holds clear psychological cues about where her emotions truly stand. According to behavioral psychology, people unconsciously express emotional attachment through subtle linguistic patterns. Dr. John Gottman, a renowned relationship psychologist, found that the words people use in relationships are powerful predictors of long-term emotional investment, and when it comes to women, their choice of words often reveals their true feelings before they ever directly say, "I like you." So if you've ever wondered, is she catching feelings for me, pay close attention to what she says, because the truth is, a woman will always reveal her emotions before she confesses them outright. By the end of this video, you'll have a deep understanding of the subtle but powerful phrases women say when they're falling for you, and to make sure you don't miss anything, I'm saving the most important sign for last, a phrase that is the ultimate confirmation that a woman is truly into you. So stick around, because this one might just change how you see attraction forever. Welcome to Emma, your go-to channel for real relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships. 1. I feel like I've known you forever. When a woman says this, she isn't just making small, she's expressing a deep emotional connection. This phrase means she feels incredibly comfortable with you, as if there's an unspoken bond that defies logic or time. Psychologists have found that women tend to form emotional attachments more quickly than men, especially when they feel truly understood. Dr. John Gottman, one of the leading relationship researchers, explains that emotional safety is one of the biggest drivers of attraction. When a woman starts feeling emotionally secure around you, she begins to associate you with trust, familiarity, and warmth, all key ingredients in romantic interest. Think about it. When you meet someone who just gets you, it feels effortless, right? That's exactly what she's experiencing. She's realizing that being with you feels easy, natural, even predestined. Let's say you've only been talking for a few weeks, but she looks at you and says, "It's so weird. I feel like I've known you forever." This isn't just a compliment, it's a confession. Her subconscious is telling her that you've already carved out a place in her world. So how should you respond instead of just brushing it off? Lean into it, playfully tease her. So are you saying we might have been soulmates in another life? Or if you want to reinforce the bond, simply say, "That's really sweet. I feel the same way." The key here is to acknowledge the emotional connection while keeping things light. When she feels seen and understood, her feelings will only deepen. "You're one of my closest friends. Even if you haven't known each other long now, I know what you might be thinking. Wait, did she just friend Z? But before you jump to conclusions, let's break this down. When a woman calls you one of her closest friends, especially when you haven't known each other for very long, she's actually testing the emotional intimacy between you. It means she already trusts you at a deep level, which is a crucial step for attraction fully develops. Women are wired to prioritize emotional security before physical attraction. This is why they naturally seek out men who make them feel safe, understood, and emotionally supported. If she's sharing personal stories, opening up about her insecurities, or even talking to you about things she wouldn't tell most people, she's emotionally investing in you. For example, let's say she casually mentions, "I feel like I can tell you anything. You're one of my closest friends." That isn't her trying to push you away. It's her way of saying, "I trust you. You're important to me." So how should you respond? First, don't panic. This isn't the dreaded friend zone situation people fear. It's actually a sign that she sees you as relationship material instead of acting disappointed play. It cool. A great response would be, "I really appreciate that. I think friendships are the foundation of the best relationships." By saying this, you're subtly planting the idea that great relationships start with a deep emotional bond. It shifts the conversation away from just friendship and toward the kind of connection that relationships are built on. The more comfortable she feels around you, the more she'll start seeing you as more than just a friend. 3. You're so different from other guys I've met. When a woman says this, she's telling you that you stand out. And in the world of attraction, standing out is everything. Women are constantly evaluating men, not in a harsh way, but in a way that helps them identify who's truly worth their emotional investment. If she's comparing you favorably to other men, it means she sees you as a high-value man, someone who isn't like the rest. Psychologists refer to this as selective perception. Once we develop an emotional attachment to someone, we start filtering the world through that lens. If she sees you as someone different, she'll start mentally placing you above the average guy she's encountered. Let's say she casually says, "You're not like most guys. I've met you actually listen," or "You're different in a good way." What she's really saying is, "You're worth paying attention to." So how should you respond? Teasing her a little works wonders here. Instead of just nodding and saying thanks, say, "I'll take that as a good thing." Then take it a step further. Playfully ask, "What exactly do you think makes me so different?" Why does this work? Because it makes her verbalize the reason she's drawn to you. And once she starts listing them out, she's reinforcing her own attraction toward you, whether she realizes it or not. 4. I feel like I can be myself around you. This one is big. When a woman tells you she can be herself around you, she's revealing something most men don't notice. She trusts you with her real self. Think about it. People don't drop their guard around just anyone. Most of the time we're presenting a version of ourselves that we think we be accepted. But when a woman starts being her unfiltered, goofy or vulnerable self around you, it means she feels emotionally safe. Psychologists call this authenticity bonding. It's the deep human need to connect with people who allow us to be real in relationship. This is the fact foundation of long-term attraction, for example. Maybe she suddenly starts acting silly around you, showing you her quirks, or admitting things she's embarrassed about. Maybe she says, "I don't know why, but I can just be myself around you." That's huge. How should you respond? Acknowledge it, but keep it playful and warm. Say something like, "That's the best compliment you can give me." Or if she's being goofy, match her energy. "Well, don't stop now. I want to see the full, unfiltered version of you." By embracing her authenticity, you make her feel even more secure, valued, and connected to you. And once a woman feels like she can truly be herself around you, she'll never want to let that go. Before we proceed, if you find value in this video, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and makes you an integral part of our journey, and we deeply appreciate your contribution. Now let's return to our discussion 5. You make me feel seen and heard. This one might sound simple, but don't underestimate its power. When a woman tells you that you make her feel seen and heard, she's revealing something rare and valuable, that you understand her in a way most people don't. Women are emotional communicators. They don't just want to be listened to. They want to feel like their thoughts, feelings, and experiences matter. A study published in Psychology Today found that tactile validation is one of the strongest factors in long-term attraction. When a woman feels heard, she feels safe, valued, and deeply connected to the person who provides that space for her. So what does this look like in real life? Maybe she tells you something personal about her past, something that means a lot to her, and instead of missing it or trying to fix it, you listen. Ask thoughtful questions and engage with genuine interest later when you bring up something she said in passing, maybe her favorite childhood movie or a dream she has for the future. She looks at you differently. And then she says it. You actually listen. You make me feel seen and heard at that moment. You've created emotional security, something she won't easily forget. How should you respond? Acknowledge it. Say something like, I think the best relationships are built on mutual understanding. I love hearing your perspective. By reinforcing that you value her thoughts and emotions, you make her feel even more connected to you, which only strengthens her feelings. 6. I feel a deep connection with you. The word connection is key here. This isn't casual attraction or surface-level interest. This is emotional investment when a woman says she feels a deep connection with you. She's not talking about basic chemistry or shared hobby. She's talking about something deeper, something that feels rare and irreplaceable. People don't say this lightly. It means she sees you as someone who truly gets her, someone she feels drawn to on an almost soul level. Psychologists call this emotional resonance, when two people's energies align in a way that makes them feel completely in sync. Here's how you'll notice it happening. She'll start open up about deeper life topics, her fears, her childhood, her dreams. She'll mention conversations you've had in the past and how much they meant to her. She'll start associating you with emotional fulfillment, and before she even realizes it, she's hooked. So what do you do when she says this? Don't downplay it. Instead, reinforce it. Say, I love the connection is rare, and I think we have something special by acknowledging it. You make her feel safe in her emotions, and that makes her feelings for you grow even stronger. 7. I can talk to you about anything. At first, this might seem similar to the last one, but there's an important difference when a woman says, I feel a deep connection with you. She's talking about an emotional bond, but when she says, I can talk to you about anything, she's talking about emotional compatibility, the kind that leads to long-term attraction and lasting relationships. Think about it. We all have people in our lives we care about, but how many can we truly talk to without feeling judged or misunderstood? If she's saying this to you, it means she sees you as her safe space. She knows she can be herself, share her thoughts, no matter how deep, random or silly, and you'll actually listen. Here's how you'll notice this happening. She texts you out of the blue about something totally random. She asks for your opinion on a life decision. She shares her person. Al struggles without hesitation. All of these are huge signs that she feels emotionally fulfilled by talking to you. So how should you respond? Playfully say even the weirdest things, then subtly reinforce your emotional availability by adding that's really important. I think great relationships are built on openness. This tells her that she's safe to keep sharing, and as she does her emotional investment in, you will only grow stronger bone. This point, I miss you even when you haven't been gone long now. If a woman says she misses you, even when you haven't been apart for long, this is huge. Because let's be honest, people don't just miss anyone missing. Someone means they've become an important part of your thoughts, your emo and your day. When a woman expresses missing you, even if it's only been a short time, what she's really saying is, I feel emotionally connected to you and your presence brings me comfort. Psychologists explain that emotional attachment forms when someone associates happiness, safety and excitement with your presence. When a woman starts couching feelings, she begins to notice your absence, whether it's been a few days, a few hours, or even just a morning apart. Imagine this scenario: you've spent the evening together and the next day she randomly texts, I miss you. At that moment, she isn't just saying words, she's revealing where her heart is at. She's thinking about you, wanting to be around you, and craving the emotional closeness you provide. So how should you respond? Keep it warm and simple. Say, that's sweet. I miss you too. Why? Because when you confirm those feelings, it strengthens the emotional bond, and once a woman starts feeling emotionally attached, that connection only deepens if you've made it this far in the video. Drop. I see the signs in the comments below. That way I'll know you're part of our real community. The ones who are here to grow, learn, and become the best version of themselves. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You now understand the subtle but powerful phrases women say when they're developing real feelings for you. Now I want to hear from you. If you've watched till the end, comment. I see the signs down below. That way I'll know you're part of our real community, the ones who are serious about understanding attraction and real relationships on a deeper level. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it. It's a small action that makes a huge difference in helping this content reach more people needed. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now for daily insights on attraction, relationships, and becoming the best version of yourself. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with a friend who might need to hear this. You never know who's struggling to read the signs, and this might be exactly what they need to see. We've also recommended the best video for you on your screen right now, so go ahead and watch that. Next, see you. Be back here tomorrow.